on the back. We're going to go ahead and get started, so if you haven't warmed up, take a moment to pause now, do a proper warm-up, and then come back and get started. Today we're going to be using resistance bands, kettlebells, and the TRX for our workout. Now to start off, we always want to do a full body mini workout to fully engage all the muscles of the body and get the body totally ready to exercise and work out. Even though we're going to be focused on our back, we still want to get our full body engaged throughout the workout. And that includes our legs, chest, shoulders, and core. So to start out, we're going to do a mini full body workout where we just do one set, hitting all the major muscle groups, and then we're going to isolate on the back. So to start off with, we're going to do a row using the TRX. So I bring it all the way up. And this is just, we've already warmed up. Now we're just doing something that engages all the muscles of the body so that our entire body benefits from the workout that we're about to do. And we're only going to do one set of 4 exercises to engage the full body. And since this is our kind of like a pre-workout, we don't necessarily need to go heavy if you're using free weights or go real deep for the TRX. We just want to do enough to engage all of the muscles. So we're going to do 15 repetitions of a back row at a moderate incline. And if you're using free weights, then pick a moderate weight. So we come back. That's 5. That's 10. And that's 15. Good way to get started. Get the blood flowing. Make sure all of our body is engaged. Not too taxing. We're going to go ahead, take a few minutes, a few seconds, transition over to the chest press and engage our pectoral muscles. If you need a sip of water, go ahead and grab a sip of water. I'm going to extend this just a little bit, and we're going to go into a moderate chest press. Again, if you're using free weights, pick a moderate weight. What's moderate? Anywhere from 50 to 70% of your maximum. So if you can do 100 pounds, do about 75. Again, we're going to do 15 reps. That's 5. That's 10. And that's 15. Just enough to get our chest muscles engaged so they can benefit from the workout as well. Next up, we're going to hit the legs. I'm going to use a TRX assisted squat. And you can actually do a free weight squat or a barbell squat. I'm actually going to mix it up and do a couple of different things. Warm up the legs. I'm going to start off with a few reps on the TRX, using this as an assisted squat. Then I'm going to transition over here, use the kettlebell, and do a sumo squat, just warming up the legs. And now I'm just going to do a free body squat, a body weight free squat. So as you can see, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. I'm here in my home gym, didn't need a lot of weight. Barbells, racks, still engage the leg muscles. When we get to a workout, we'll make it a little more difficult, but for now, it's pretty simple to get a warm-up. And we're going to finish off with the shoulder press. Actually, I'm going to take a sip of water here, because I'm getting a little caught up in the throat. And we're going to finish off our mini full body workout with the shoulder press. I'm going to use resistance band here. So I'll stand on it, flex the knees slightly, bring it up to shoulder height, get a nice extension at the top. That's 5. That's 10. And that's 15. Now we've got all of the muscles of our body engaged, ready for a more intense workout. When we use that same warm-up, whether we're working, isolating on the chest, back, shoulders, legs, core, doesn't matter. We get our entire body engaged first and then focus where we want to focus. Today we're going to focus on the back. So we're going to start off by doing the most difficult exercises first. We don't want to burn out on some of the easier exercises, and then when we get to the really hard strength exercises, we don't have the strength and power to do them. We also don't want to isolate any of the smaller muscles without doing the big muscle groups. And most of our movements will be compound exercises where we focus on using multiple muscle groups to perform the action. So the first one we're going to do is the pull-up. And you can do a pull-up or a chin-up. You can use the bar or the TRX. You can use a gravitron assisted pull-ups. But it's a really tough full body exercise, pulling your entire weight up over the bar. We're going to go to at least chin level. We're going to do 2 sets of 5. I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. Now, transitioning from exercise to exercise, you want to take anywhere from 15 seconds to 2 minutes for mini recovery times. If you're transitioning in between sets, you want to try to keep it under 60 seconds. So 1 set, 2 set of the same exercise. If you're transitioning between exercises, you may want to take up to 2 minutes to catch your breath and get ready for a totally new, different movement. Okay? But regardless, you don't want to take any more than 2 minutes, whether it's between a set or an exercise. Okay? So we're going to start off with pull-ups. A nice controlled set of 5. Really focusing on our lats, on our back, and squeezing, putting a little bicep into it. I did regular pull-ups that time. I'm going to flip around and do some chin-ups this time. You can do both sets the same way. Really doesn't matter. I do advise you to vary it up. If you do straight pull-ups this time, then do chin-ups the next time. I like to mix them up, do 1 set pull, 1 set chin, and then that way hit the muscles at different angles. So we're going to do our second set of 5. It's a little bit tough, especially when you're talking at the same time. Okay, from here, I'm going to transition into a single arm weighted row. You can use a dumbbell for this. You can use the TRX for this, and do a single arm power pull. I'm actually going to use the kettlebell. And I'm going to do it off of a bench. A lot of times you'll see people using a bench for the stability ball to kind of brace themselves while they do the row. I like to do them freestanding because it helps me engage my core and it works the stabilizer muscles of the rest of my body. For the next exercise, we're going to do 2 sets of 8. And you want to use a weight that's going to challenge you. I'm going to be using a 20-pound kettlebell because that's what I have here right now. But you can go to 30, 40, 50, 80 pounds. You just want to make it challenging for strength building purposes. If you can't do at least 6, then the weight is too heavy. If you're doing more than 12, 15, then the weight is too light. Okay? So we're going to start off here. We get our stance, keeping the front knee behind the toe and using our back leg to stabilize us. Trying to make sure we maintain a shoulder width distance between our feet. A lot of people have a tendency as they slide their feet back to put them in line with each other, and then they become unstable. You still want to step out and keep your feet shoulder width apart as you do these freestanding exercises. So I'm going to maintain some width between my shoulders even though they're spread apart. I'll grab my weight here. I could use my hand here to stabilize myself, or I can use it here to work my core a little bit more. Get a nice bend, keep the natural arch in your back. Don't look up or down, just keep your head at a neutral angle. And you want to pull into the armpits. And that's 8. Set it down. And I'll transition to the other side here. Brace as I pick up. Release. Use my core. That's 4. And we're doing 2 sets. And because I'm doing single arms, my right side should be more rested now. I can go right into the next set without having to take too much of a break. That's 4. That's 8. Switch legs, switch arms. One more, and that's 8. I'll go ahead and park my kettlebell, get it out of the way there. I'm going to grab another sip of water here. So now we've got 2 exercise items down in the books. Next up, we're going to do a reverse fly. I'm going to go ahead and use TRX for this. Here what we want to do is have our arms extended, slight bend, and we're going to use our back muscles, our rhomboids, trapezius, to squeeze our back shoulder blades together, to squeeze the scapula together. The further out we can pull, the more range of motion we'll give to our scapula and increase the intensity on our back. Strength building exercise. I'm going to be using the TRX. If you're using weights or the TRX, the one thing you want to be sure of is that you're not going so heavy that you can't maintain your arms at an almost straight level. If you're bringing them in too much, then you're just simply going to be doing a row. Whether you're using bent over dumbbells or you're using TRX and you're going to fly out, it really doesn't matter. If you go too heavy, then you you're just going to be doing a row because your arms won't be out far enough. So what I always advise is for the first set, kind of go moderate, see where your range is, and then if you can increase it from there, increase it. If you need to decrease it from there, decrease it. So again, we're going to do 2 sets of 8, and we're going to be doing both at the same time. So here, what I'll do is I'll go to my finished position. This is where I want to be. And then I'll lean back. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that was a little tough. When you're pulling your entire body up, it doesn't take a huge incline for that to be a heavy resistance exercise. We're just using the upper muscles in our back. So if we go too steep, we're going to go into a row, and we won't be able to keep that focus. So we're going to go ahead and do our second set now. Taking a quick 15, 30-second break. Going into the next set. I'm going to keep it under 60 seconds for your break. Give the muscles just enough time to semi-recover, because they're going to be recovered you'll give them more time in between exercises to fully recover. So here again, I'm going to go to my final position. And lean back. That's 4. 7. One more. And that's 8. Woo. All right. Our next exercise is going to be the good morning. And there's a couple ways to do the good morning. We're going to go over some basics and some more advanced ways. The thing you want to focus on here is we're going to be working the smaller muscles in our lower back around the erector spinae that connect to our hips. We're not working our hips. We're working our back. So we want to make sure that we're not bending at the spine, but we're bending lower down where the muscles actually connect at the hips. We want to keep the natural arc of our back. For beginners and even for advanced people, it doesn't take a lot of weight to do a good morning. So, starting out using body weight, and I'm going to show you a couple different variations here. Get your feet about shoulder width apart, feet pointed straight out. You can simply just take your hands, place them right here behind your head, chest up, lean over, and then pull back up, using the lower muscles of your back. Your legs and buttocks should be tight. Your core should be tight. Keep the chest up. Keep the natural arc of your back. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. If you were to use a weighted bar, you would place the bar across your shoulders, brace the bars, if you would, for a squat, and do the same exercise. For the second set, I'm going to go ahead and use my medicine ball. And I'm going to hold the medicine ball here up to my chest. But as I do this, I want to make sure that I'm keeping my chest up and out. And I want to keep my back tight. Keep my legs shoulder width apart, feet pointed straight ahead. Keep that natural arc. Think of it as pushing the hips back and then squeezing your head up to the ceiling. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that completes our second set of the mornings. Now we're going to finish up our back workout with one of the exercises where we can probably go the most intense as far as resistance. And that's going to be the basic row. So whether you're on a cable machine, your TRX, a barbell, or kettlebell, doesn't really matter. This is one of the exercises where you can really go heavy and build some strength, some pure moving strength. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I've got my TRX short because I'm going to be using that. If you're on the cable row, go ahead and pick a nice heavy weight, but make sure you can maintain your form. And that's the biggest problem when we do the row, regardless of what piece of equipment we're using, is the form a lot of time slacks. So we want to make sure we keep our form tight as we go heavy, because this is one of the exercises that we can really go heavy and move some weight. So I'm going to do 2 sets of 8 once again. I'm going to be using the TRX. So I get my position here, and I'm going to walk my feet under to a deep position. And from here, and I'll walk my feet back and relax. I'm going to give myself about 30 seconds here and then finish up with one more set. I'm down here in Florida, so it's important to stay hydrated while I work out. So that feels pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and get started on the second set here. Again, get my position, walk my feet under. That was a tough one. And it completes the workout. But as always, I like to finish with a nice power move. And for the power move today, we're going to do the power up. We've seen it once in the Back to Basics workout, and we'll see it again because it is such a great power move to be able to use at the end of a workout. Once again, fully engage all the muscles of the body and get the best results in the minimum amount of time for athletic performance, weight loss, general fitness. This is just a good practice to finish up a workout. Just like at the beginning, we start with a mini full body workout. We want to finish with a single power move. Take your time, work out at your level. We're only going to do 1 set of 8 of the power-ups using the TRX as an assist. So we come all the way down to a laying position. And what we're going to do is we're going to power up to a standing position for 8 repetitions. make sure you give yourself enough room. If you are using the TRX and you're mounted up against a wall, make sure you have enough room so that when you stand up, you don't smack your face into the wall. I'm in the doorway here, so I can get pretty close. And here we go. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. That's 8. Now that completes the entire workout. This is Brad Scott with the Ultimate Training Experience, and we just finished our strength building part 1 workout, isolating on the back. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time for part 2, where we focus on the chest.